What's going on, guys? Somebody watches me 99 here today, and today we're doing the last cooking video of the summer. Unfortunately, the last one that I wanted to do, the cheesecake video, the files were corrupted. I don't know how, but they were not letting me do what I wanted to do when it came to the editing of the video, so I just scrapped it. It really didn't come out that great anyway, so I maybe put a clip right here. I don't know. We'll see what happens. But here is Buck for the time being. Today we're going to be making some cheese souffle. Guys, 1 like equals 1 bop. And 1 comment equals a pat on Buck. Anyway, we're gonna be making a cheese souffle. I really don't know what to make it in. I think I'm just gonna make them into these creme brulee pots, or maybe I'll just put them into mugs. Because I mean, you can really make it in whatever you have, as long as you cook it for the right amount of time. So we'll have to see what happens. Let's get into the ingredients. So today what we're gonna be using is whole eggs, which is just like the brown ones, a pint of milk. We're gonna be using more, I think it's gonna be like 6 ounces or 6 teaspoons of butter. 3 will be for the actual like sauce that we're gonna be making, and 3 will be just for like coating the cups that we have there, whatever we need. Some pepper, salt, and pretty much any spice that you really like. I'm gonna go with paprika, and I'll tell you guys what I'm gonna use this for. Also some cheese. I have yet to grate it. We're gonna do that soon. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get some of this melted butter and go ahead and coat our cups here for now. I don't know how much this is going to make, to be completely honest. So I'm just going to make sure that we fill these 2 at least, and then if we have some extra, we'll go ahead and put it in there. If we don't, it's completely fine. And then what we're going to do is just kind of like grab a, I guess like a, what's it called, like a piece of paper, just kind of like scrub it around. I think we maybe used a little bit too much of the butter, so I think we'll just go ahead and pour that back into the original cup and go ahead and coat these with nice fat. And put them into the fridge so that they can set. Awesome. Alright, next up what we're going to be making is a bechamel sauce, which is pretty much the, I guess, the cheesy, creamy side of everything. So what we're going to go ahead and do is add 3 tablespoons of butter and let them melt really quickly over some medium heat in a saucepan. Alright, so now as you can see, we have the butter is all melted. We're going to go ahead and add 3 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I don't know what flour is best. I just said flour in the recipe, so that's what we're going to go ahead and do. The first one. That's the second one. And the third. We're going to go ahead and mix that one. Nice and together. We're going to turn off the heat because we just don't want the butter to, I guess, boil and evaporate. And that's exactly what we don't want. As you can see, pretty much the mixing. I want to get a better microphone. Not a better microphone, but a better lens. So that you guys can see this a little bit better. Just so it's not like crazy, super weird. I mean, there's not really much to see. I'm usually showing you guys the big parts of the entire thing anyway. It's not that big a deal. Now that it's all mixed and nice together, we're gonna go ahead and add a pint of milk, which for all of us Americans is 2 cups of milk. We're gonna go ahead and add it in gradually, little by little. Just so it doesn't go super crazy and boil on us. Just like that. Make our sauce. Just continue stirring until nice and thick. So we've reached simmer on the sauce. So we're gonna go ahead and take it off the heat and go ahead and put some salt and a little bit of pepper. Not too much, just a little bit. Like that. And a little bit of pepper. Just like that. We have black pepper. It's quite thick, unfortunately, but it is what it is. It's gonna look how it will. I think we're gonna add a little bit more pepper. Like that. Perfect. Awesome. Alright, next what we're going to go ahead and add is we're going to go ahead and add 3 egg yolks, not egg whites. I read the recipe wrong the first time. So we're going to go ahead and add that in and get the spoon just so we can get every single little bit in there. And then we're going to go ahead and mix it. Next what we're going to go ahead and add is a handful of grated cheese. Alright, now what we're going to go ahead and add is we're going to add a little bit of paprika. This is the part of the recipe that allows us to change it even just the slightest. So we're not going to add too much paprika, just a pinch. It smells like paprika. Just because we do like our paprika or our foods somewhat spicy. So let's go ahead and add a toss, just like that. Very easy, very simple. Go ahead and mix it all in. Alright, for the next part of our I guess, mixture that we're going to be making here, we have to get 4 egg whites. Now, there can absolutely be no trace of fat, either from an egg white or an egg yolk or anything of the sort. So we're going to have to be very careful on how we remove the egg yolk. Just going to go ahead and pick that one up. We probably should have done this for the other... Probably should have used this method for the actual egg yolks that we used in the actual, you know, thing. But unfortunately, when I was doing that, I put the egg yolk spoon, the spoon that I used to mix the egg yolks up and put it into the sauce, I accidentally put them back in with like the bowl, and all that egg yolk got into the bowl. So unfortunate, but it is what it is. Not a big problem. Eggs aren't expensive. I'm gonna make sure that all that yolk comes off the egg. All the whites come off the egg. Very nicely, like so. Because what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and blender these bad boys. When you blender them, they make quite a good combo. Oh shit, we got some egg yolk in there. Fuck, alright. We have to be very careful on how we get this out. Oh, fuck. I think we just ruined it, boys. We just ruined it. We just ruined it! Fuck! Alright, well, rest in peace to that shit. Well, all the eggs that I'm using right here, all this, I'm gonna use this as a nice scrambled eggs recipe that I'm gonna make right after this, because fuck, I can't believe I just wasted all that time. So I guess we'll just either make Buck some eggs, or me some eggs, or we'll share some eggs. That's idiotic of me, unfortunate. Alright, let's try this again. Alright, so what we're going to go ahead and do is put 4 egg whites in there, a little bit of salt, and a pinch, I guess, of lime juice, and hopefully when it whisks, it comes out super fluffy. So we're going to go ahead and start it on low first though. Alright, so now that we got the sauce over here, we're going to go ahead and put a little bit of this foam into the sauce. Kind of like that. Maybe a little bit more. And we're going to go ahead and mix it. And then once we mix this one, we're going to put it back into this one. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and incorporate all of them. Just like little by little, actually. I think that's what it calls for. Alright, now that we got all the molds out of the, I guess you could say the fridge, we're going to go ahead and get some more butter on these once more, just so it kind of like sticks and stays. And what we're going to do is add flour to each of them, and then just tap off the excess and leave whatever sticks sticks. We're gonna move over to the sink though, because that shit's gonna be messy. Right now what we're gonna do, just gonna get a spoonful of flour, nothing crazy. Dump it into the little cup that we're gonna be using. Make sure it gets on all the sides, nice and evenly. Because we want that souffle to rise perfectly. And as we're doing that, we're over a sink so that all the excess flour can come off quite easily, just like that. Now that we got all of our little cups here, we're gonna go ahead and move everything over and pour the souffle batter finally into our cups. Now what we're gonna do, just for my safety, we're gonna put them all on a batter, like one of those sheets over there, as you can see, and put them into the stove all together. The moment y'all have been waiting for, finally pouring everything into the cups, about 3/4 of the way. So I'm making a mess all over the place. Now what we're gonna go ahead and do is add some cheese on top, just so that when it rises, it has a little bit of a capture on top of it. Plus, you know, who doesn't like a little bit extra more cheese? Now that they're all ready to go ahead and be put into the oven, we're gonna put them all on these little like sheet basket thingy and put them in the stove at 350 preheated for like 20 to 30 minutes, probably more like 25, and then remove them then. Let's go ahead and do that. It's pretty hot in there. Could be a lot hotter. Now, one of the big things here is we have to make sure that we do not open it as they are cooking. If not, they'll just crumble, and mission is a failure. So now, we're done. Everything's in the oven. We're not gonna open it anymore. And wait 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll get them out. We're gonna go ahead and clean up. Alrighty, it's been about 30 minutes, and it looks like they've risen a pretty good amount. Not like crazy amount, because they're not souffle bowls, but, you know, we're gonna go ahead and try it and open these. They actually look really cool. But now since we've opened it, they've pretty much finished. Voila. That's what they look like. Very nice, very creamy. They're actually really cool, what the fuck? That's elite, hold on. Let's go ahead and give one to each of my family members so that they can try it and then I can try it. So as you can see, after a couple minutes, it actually deflated, like so. It's actually really fun. So, it's awesome. The texture of a souffle is pretty much the big part of it. We go ahead and break into it. And we pretty much just got the skin, but that's pretty much what it looks like. Nice and gooey. Super hot, so I'm gonna move it over and eat it with you guys. Post it up somewhere else. Holy hell, that's hot. Alright, well that's pretty much it for the souffle video. You guys really didn't see me eat it too much because I was just worried about what my family was gonna think about it. The cups were really hot, so I didn't want to leave them alone, and they end up burning themselves. So forgive me for that. It was okay. It kind of was undercooked. It was really like eggy, like really weird eggy. It wasn't too bad. It didn't taste bad at all. It tasted like eggy consistency with the cheese and salt flavor. It was really good. I liked it. But it was just weird in that sense to where I just didn't know what the fuck to expect. I've never had souffle before, but it was really cool seeing it, actually being made. I hope you guys all enjoyed the cooking videos. That is my last cooking video for the rest of the summer. As you guys know, I'm literally editing and uploading this the day that summer ends, Sunday, the 11th. I start school on the 12th. Don't worry, content on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday schedule will be continuing, and then Sunday, Saturday, it just depends on what I feel like is going on that day. Thank you all so much, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.